And then we got some breaking news to start off the new year. Not only the new year, but the new year in the world of wrestling. Stephanie McMahon, co-CEO, at least of last year, part of the year. She has stepped down. And guess who's back? Good old Vince McMahon is back. Good
Damn, it was a
old
good
Vince
thing while it
McMahon.
lasted. We tried. We tried.
He was elected unanimously as executive chairman of on the WWE board, and he is back. And then we got rumors of the company, the WWE, the company we love so much, being possibly sold to Saudi Arabia investment fund. And according to Twitter, it already happened, but I could tell y'all we can confirm that it is not a guaranteed thing just yet. But tell me your thoughts. Vince McMahon back. Stephanie Mann steps down. And then we got the rumors of the company also being sold. Tell me your thoughts on that.
Hey, man. And I need you to reach in your pocket, man. Get them billions out. You know what I'm saying? To go buy the WWE for us, man. It ain't looking good out here, folks. Because I'll keep it a buck. If we let it sit the way it is, some TV network is going to go buy it. And that's how you get WCW. You're going to have a bunch of clowns out there who ain't never seen a wrestling match a day in their life, don't understand nothing about ring psychology, coming in here and messing everything up. I don't want that. Not at all. And then, worst case scenario, all right, let's say, for instance, we do get some clown or some jabroni to run in here and start running it. Bro, he's probably going to push all the wrong people. I say we should have kept it in the family. Let Steph handle it. I mean, what are you going to do with them billions, Vince? What? And then on top of that, all right, let's say we do give it to the Saudis. At least we know, without a shadow of a doubt, they love wrestling. They love it. They love it just like us. My only thing is I would be concerned about women's wrestling going forward. And that's why I say we shouldn't sell to them unless they can give us a bright future for them. And I understand a lot of people think the Middle East is one way, but bro, it's a big place out there. Very big place. You gotta understand how it goes in every area. But the bottom line is this: it is not looking pretty out here. And especially with Steph stepping down and Vince is back in. It's like, God dang it, man. It's like we just did all that good work for nothing. Because, even though we know that Vince probably had his hand in the background, reaching in, trying to let everybody know, yeah, this is going to happen. Under the Triple H regime, things have been looking bright. I've been getting people that don't like watching wrestling to get into wrestling under Triple H, man. So we just got to wait and see.
I got mixed feelings on all of this. I feel like Vince being back, I mean, necessarily, I don't really feel it's that bad. I mean, I was comfortable with Triple H running the scene, but it's not a guarantee that Triple H won't be running the scene still, running creative. So that's why I'm not too worried about that. But what I am more so worried about is WWE possibly selling it to Saudi Arabia, or Vince selling the WWE to Saudi Arabia. I'm a little confused by that one. I'm like, why? What's the point? To me, if the company has been a part of the family forever, from your dad to Vince McMahon himself now, to even, Stephanie help running it, Triple H running creative, I think you should just keep it in the family. You care more about this company than anybody else would because you put the time into it. You helped build it up. So I'm a little concerned, and like you brought it up, I'll be concerned about women's wrestling if it is sold to Saudi Arabia. But at the same time, I mean, if they're smart, whoever buys it, they will see that women's wrestling is a big thing right now. So you wouldn't mess that up. And plus, you'll be messing with your own pockets, your own money. So I don't think you should.
Yeah.
So it's just a little confusing time. I think it's all of this stuff is unnecessary for me. I'm like, we all are we're hyped up on the road to WrestleMania, and this is just kind of like a distraction right now. Vince is coming back, Stephanie leaving, being co-CEO. It's just like it's a little bit of a distraction that we don't need at this moment. We're supposed to be hyped up about the Royal Rumble. That's how I feel. So
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm just like, man, hopefully this is still about to be a great year in the world of wrestling. Also, in a great year specifically with the WWE. I have a hard time thinking it won't be, but it's just it all these rumors and different things, you don't need it. If you're a fan, you just like, come on now, we don't need this. Let us focus on Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania right now. So,
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta ask you something then, man, before we drop this conversation. What would you do if you bought the WWE? How are you gonna run it, man? I'm curious.
if I ran the WWE, I mean, easily I would have Triple H have full creative control. I would be like, Triple H, you have full creative control. Besides, here and there, let me give you a couple little advice, a couple little pointers in here, little creative control. But for the most, I mean, it's easy. Triple H knows exactly what he's doing. I trust what Triple H is doing. He has built NXT even during a time when I wasn't even a huge fan of wrestling anymore. I started watching NXT because of how Triple H ran it, and it brought me back into the wrestling world. I trust what Triple H can do. He has proven it when he had creative control last year, and I think he's going to prove it this year as well. So I will keep it in Triple H hands. And if I would sell it though, if this is the one caveat, if there was one person I would sell the company to, if I was Vince McMahon outside of my own family, he goes by the name of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the same guy who just bought the XFL. I would sell it to The Rock. That's who I would sell it to.
You know what? Yeah, I'd sell it to The Rock too, and I'll sell it to The Rock and I let Jim Ross be in charge of talent. There you go.
Like, imagine that. The Rock buying it, then that means The Rock is going to have way more hands-on. He's going to be in it because he's going to have way more of obviously it will affect his pockets. So he'll be like, well, easy. I know how to bring people here. Let me just step down and get in front of the crowd and in front of the millions, and The Rock will be back. He'll be back a lot more often.
I can see it now. Somebody's going to be ballsy enough to be like, you know what? I didn't beat everybody on the roster. How about you come down, Rock, and challenge him to a 1v1? I'd be like, God dang.
But what would you do if you was the owner of the WWE?
Simple, dog. It is time to push Carmelo Hayes, Montez Ford, Rhea Ripley. It is time to bring Braun Breaker up to the main roster. It is time to start giving people more shots. And it's time to let guys like Drew McIntyre go. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yes, but you know what I'm going to do. That was the case. And then I let Triple H run everything leaders.
One thing I would get rid of that you brought, you gave me a thought about this when you brought up all those wrestlers. It made me think. So this past week on Monday Night Raw, 3 particular matches. And I got a problem with this. I got to cut a promo on the WWE. I'm sorry. Whoever's in control, if Triple H is in control right now, if he wrote these matches or if the wrestlers came up with these matches, I'm sorry. I got to let them know this. In 2023, Monday Night Raw, 3 particular matches ended with a roll-up pin. I can't goddamn believe the roll-up pin has made its way into 2023 again in 3 particular matches. Can you believe that? 3 matches ended with a roll-up pin. I was just like so disappointed. Like, come on. You can't have 3 matches end with a roll-up pin. It's already hard enough one.
Thanks.
Godly. I would destroy the roll-up pin. I'll be like, whoever uses the roll-up pin and whoever writes up that somebody is going to win this match via roll-up pin is fired on the spot. If I was owning the WWE.
Damn. Not even suspension? Just get fired? Damn.
Fired on the spot. You ain't coming back. But I would make it known to them. I'd be like, hey, no more roll-up pins. If y'all do this goddamn, and it's not just you, I don't mind you using the roll-up pin. Matches shouldn't end with the roll-up pin. That would be my main thing. I'll tell them. No match should end with the roll-up pin. It is 2023. Come on now.
Hey, the fact we let Brock Lesnar end the match with a roll-up pin was kind of crazy.
I can't even believe that. You don't understand. When I watched Monday Night Raw and I seen that, I was just so like, oh my gosh, I can't believe 3 matches ended like this. Another thing I would do though too, I would freaking Put the faction together. Stop delaying Alexa Bliss, Howdy, and Bray freaking Wyatt. I seen Monday Night Raw again, and freaking Alexa Bliss is cutting a promo. Howdy comes out, and they just keep on adding to the suspense. Come on, man. Put the faction together now. Like, god dang, I want to see all three of them together. I want to see them wrestling matches. I want to see them taking over like the Bloodline has taken over the WWE. Like, come on, do something. Jeez. That's all I would do. That is my like that's not only that wasn't even a promo. That's just me getting things off my chest. I just had to say those things.
Shit. Side note, I'd totally hire Mandy Rose back. I'd definitely bring her back to WWE.
Oh, easy.
But we got to wait at least about 6 months before we can hire her again, or 3 months was it?
Easy. I'll bring her back with the quickness, and I love the idea that Jim Ross, you will bring him back to the WWE. That would be pretty amazing. Not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, because Jim Ross was in charge of talent relations back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a really good guy. He actually, I think Jim Ross was the one that hired Edge and helped pay off his student loans when he got into the WWE. So, like, Jim Ross to me, like, always here. I don't think I've ever heard a bad thing about him, and on top of that, a lot of people endorse him. So, yeah.
Well, since we're already talking about student loans, go ahead. I'm in training, Jim Ross. Go ahead and pay off my student loans as well. Go ahead and do what you could do. Nah, he ain't even with the WWE right now.